And how difficult is, like, you've worked in some huge organizations, and both from staff numbers and from revenue and from profitability. There is a theory that part of the discrepancy, for instance, between, say, CEO salaries and maybe the rest of the team, which we all know can, in some circumstances, can be multiples. But the other argument there is people get paid for their judgment. So if you have a CEO of a 1 billion organization and she gets 80% of the decisions right, as opposed to somebody else who may get 70%, that 10% variance on $1 billion revenue can have a significant impact on the organization. So let's pay that lady a lot of money. And sometimes we see the inputs, and sometimes those inputs are time and dedication and lots of good stuff, but we may not necessarily see the value of judgment as much. How do we reconcile the pay transparency issue and pay variances in organizations that are becoming increasingly more knowledge based and judgment based, as opposed to input based?
I honestly say I don't know we can. I think the genie is well out of that bottle. We're not shoving it back in. As we alluded to, 10-ish minutes ago, the shareholder primacy theory, which, of course, is an organization that is publicly traded, is gaming a stock market by buying back its stocks and issuing dividends in a sort of a 1-2 punch in order to play out what that stock price can be in an increasing way over time. And when a board accommodates said CEO or C-suite with restricted stock units or other ways in which to issue stock, the only metric that those who are issued millions upon millions of stock units are motivated is by the stock price. And they'll do whatever it takes because of that greed and growth point that I made earlier to ensure that the stock price goes up. So then now you have the human factor. Now it's not work-life bloom, it's work, or else.
Yes.
And we're not caring about the bloom in both work and life. We are caring about the work output. Then we're caring about not the purpose-profit balance equation, but the profit or else equation.
Yes.
And that's egregious. So can you put back the 400 and X to one CEO to middle management or frontline team member wage disparity? Never. Because the frontline team member in a publicly traded company is not going to have access to that type of level of stock unit. So until one eviscerates and eradicates shareholder primacy as the point in which an organization that's publicly traded exists, you're not going to put that genie back in the bottle.